Today we are going to discuss on the drug acting in the blood, that is coagulant and anticoagulant, with easy mnemonics and tricks to remember the drug under the classification of coagulant and anticoagulant. First, we have a coagulant or hemostatic agent. Coagulants are classified into systemic coagulant and local hemostatic agent. In the first systemic coagulants, we have a mnemonics. Cis have antifibrinolytic drug. Cis systemic have antifibrinolytic drugs, where A stands for adenochrome monosemi carbazones, V stands for vitamin K, E stands for ethymesilate, NT stands for anti-hemophilic factor, fibrin stands for fibrinogen, and D stands for desmopressin. And the next, in local hemostatic agents, we have a mnemonics to remember the local hemostatic. Cat got faithful honor, CATGOFATH. So where C stands for calcium alginate, A stands for estrogens, T stands for thrombin, G stands for gelatin, O stands for oxidized cellulose, F is the fibrin glue, A is the adrenaline, T for tranexamic acids, and S for hemocoagulase. Next, we have anticoagulant. Anticoagulants are classified into according to its use, that is used in vivo and used in vitro. And in used in vitro are further classified into parenteral anticoagulants and oral anticoagulants. First, used in vivo, to mnemonics glass house, where SSHS, where S stands for sodium citrate, S stands for sodium oxalate, H stands for heparin, S stands for sodium edetate. So these are the drugs of the anticoagulants which are used in vivo. Next is the used in vitro, that is parenteral anticoagulants and the oral anticoagulants. Parenteral anticoagulants are classified into indirect thrombin and direct thrombin. Indirect thrombin. First, we have a heparin, low molecular weight heparin, and synthetic heparin, that is indirect thrombin and heparin. So, in heparin, and next low molecular weight heparin, and low molecular weight heparin, we have a mnemonics half pair red band, where half pair red band, where R stands for half pair is symbolized the heparin, that is low molecular weight. R stands for reviparin, E stands for enoxaparin, D stands for deltaparin, P stands for parnaparin, A stands for ardiparin, and N stands for natroparin, and T stands for tinzaparin. And next is that is third synthetic heparin, we have fondaparinux. Next, direct thrombin, that in mnemonics is DIT, DIT, direct thrombin, DT, direct thrombin. L stands for lepuridine, A stands for ergotrobin, and B stands for bivalirudin. So we have three drugs here in the direct thrombin. The previous was the parenteral anticoagulants, and now we have oral anticoagulants. So to remember the oral anticoagulants, we have a mnemonics ONT-CID2, where ONT-CID. O stands for oral, NT stands for anticoagulant, and CID, that is G2D, where C is the coumarin derivatives, I is the indandione derivatives, D is the direct thrombin inhibitor, D stands for direct factor 10A inhibitors. So we have further four groups. And the first, coumarin derivatives. So to remember the warfarin, acinacumarol, dicumarol, we have a mnemonics COMA-WARD. COMA stands for coumarin, and WARD, W, warfarin, A stands for acinacumarol, D stands for dicumarol. And next is the indione derivative @PIN, PIN. IN stands for indandione, and P stands for phenydione. And next we have a direct thrombin inhibitor. So to remember it, DADI, DADI, where DI stands for direct thrombin inhibitors, and DA stands for dabigatran. Direct factor 10A inhibitor. The last we have direct factor 10A inhibitor, that is rivaroxaban. This is all about the drug acting in the blood, that is coagulant and anticoagulants, its classification and the drug name. Thank you.